Duke Morisson, one of the most entertaining and electrifying heavyweights in the world. Some say one of the best left hooks in the history of the heavyweight division.
Look at this, these fights are so up for looking at.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, the heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Kansas City, Missouri, here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morisson.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Miss with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Good-looking jab. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. A perfect counter lands. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just misses with that jab. Fantastic punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slick.
Get your boxing back together and get back out there and win the round.
Tag sets him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good. You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on.
Here we go. It's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Shannon Briggs just got rocked. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
No rest for the weary. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. And that hook misses. Do you believe what we are seeing? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All three judges here are going to get...
I need to focus on what you're doing.
The bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tommy Morisson, oh no, what's happened? Down goes Morisson. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Beautiful counterpunch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Morisson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's. Here we go to the fourth round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Can't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Do you believe this? Do you believe what we're seeing? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very hold that thought! And Morisson did not handle that punch well. Morisson is hurt. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Morisson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown.
That's going to be a tough fight.
On to the fifth we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He parries away that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Swing and a miss with the jab. It's all offense all the time. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable. Drag them, get them.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
And I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And you still want to fight.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Morisson in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he
God awful round that was.
Let's start the 6th. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
They miss with the jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
catching air. Both men step back for just a moment. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that... Hold that thought! Tommy Morisson, oh no, what's happened? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second.
You're starting to make mistakes.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't land the jab there. And Briggs took that one hard. Down goes Briggs. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from them. Hold it right there. And Morisson did not handle that punch well. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Jab slightly off target. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Morisson in that last round.
They believe that.
Don't worry about that round.
Round 8, off again. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The jab doesn't quite connect. He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Defense is not an option for these two. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Can't find a home with that jab. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Those counter punches have to. Down goes Briggs. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And you're okay.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down.
And there's the bell for round 9. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Tommy Morisson, oh no, what's happened? That body shot right there paralyzed him and won him the fight.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are right.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
He can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Morisson in that. And there's the bell to start round 10. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Missing with that jab. Good counter punch. Down goes Briggs. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So time to go celebrate.